You think being nice makes you a good person. But what if it's actually controlling people in ways you don't even realize? What if every "it's okay," every forced smile, every time you say yes when you mean no, is quietly shaping how others behave around you? Not because you're kind, but because you're afraid. Afraid of rejection, afraid of conflict, afraid of losing control. And the scariest part? Most people never question it. They live their entire lives believing they're just nice, while unknowingly manipulating every relationship they have. So the real question is, are you kind, or just hiding something deeper? You walk into a room, and almost instantly you adjust yourself. Your tone softens. Your opinions filter themselves. You smile, even if you don't feel like it. You say what people want to hear, not what you actually think. And you tell yourself, I'm just being nice. But pause for a second. What if that's not the full truth? Because real kindness doesn't come from fear. It doesn't come from the need to be liked. And it definitely doesn't come from suppressing who you are. What most people call being nice is often something else entirely. It's subtle, it's invisible, and it's something you've probably been doing your entire life. Think about the last time you agreed to something you didn't want to do. Maybe it was helping someone when you were exhausted. Maybe it was saying yes to plans you had no energy for. Maybe it was laughing at a joke you didn't find funny. In that moment, you told yourself you were being kind, but deep down there was another reason, wasn't there? You didn't want to disappoint them. You didn't want them to think badly of you. You didn't want to create tension. So instead of being honest, you chose comfort. Not just your comfort, but theirs too. And in doing that, you controlled the situation. That's the part no one talks about. Because when you act nice to avoid conflict, you're not just being polite. You're shaping how they feel. You're guiding the interaction toward a safe outcome, one where you stay liked, accepted, and in control. It doesn't feel like manipulation. It feels like survival. But here's where it gets uncomfortable. If your niceness depends on how others respond to you, then it's not really kindness, it's a strategy, a quiet, socially acceptable way of influencing people without appearing controlling, and the world rewards it. People call you easygoing, friendly, pleasant to be around. But what they don't see is the internal pressure, the constant calculation of what to say, how to say it, and when to hold back. They don't see how often you betray your own needs just to maintain a certain image. Over time, this creates a version of you that isn't real. You become someone who is always agreeable, always accommodating, always nice. But underneath that surface, there's frustration, there's resentment. The truth is, you never gave them the chance to understand you. Because being nice became your way of controlling how people see you. And here's the twist most people miss. When you constantly act nice to avoid discomfort, you're not actually creating better relationships. You're creating shallow ones. Relationships built on edited versions of yourself. Connections that depend on you staying the same, staying agreeable, staying predictable. The moment you break that pattern, even slightly, it feels risky. Because now you're not controlling the outcome anymore. What if they don't like the real you? What if they react badly? What if everything changes? So you go back to being nice. But real connection doesn't come from control. It comes from honesty. And honesty isn't always comfortable. There's a difference between being kind and being nice. Kindness is honest. It respects both you and the other person. It doesn't hide behind fear. It doesn't need approval to exist. It's grounded, real, sometimes even uncomfortable, but always authentic. Niceness, on the other hand, often comes with conditions. It's shaped by how you want others to respond. It avoids tension at all costs. It prioritizes approval over truth. And slowly, without realizing it, it becomes a habit of saying yes when you mean no. A habit of staying quiet when something bothers you. A habit of pretending everything is fine when it's not. And the longer you do this, the harder it is to stop. Because now, people expect it from you. They expect you to be the understanding one, the easy one, the one who never complains. And the moment you try to change that, it feels like you're doing something wrong. But you're not. You're just stepping out of a pattern. The truth is, being genuinely kind requires something most people avoid: courage. It takes courage to say what you actually think. It takes courage to set boundaries. It takes courage to risk being misunderstood. Because once you stop using niceness as a shield, you lose control. And that's scary, but it's also freeing because now you're not performing anymore. You're not calculating every word. You're not adjusting yourself to fit every situation. You're just being real. And the people who connect with that version of you, those are the ones who matter. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. You might notice silence where there used to be easy conversation. You might feel tension. That's normal. You're breaking a pattern. You're moving from control to authenticity, from approval to self-respect. And not everyone will like it. But the ones who do will like you for who you actually are, not for the version you were pretending to be. So the next time you catch yourself saying yes when you want to say no, pause. Ask yourself why. Is it kindness? Or is it fear? Is it honesty? Or is it control? Because once you start seeing the difference, everything changes. You stop trying to manage how people feel about you. You stop confusing approval with connection, and you start living in a way that feels real, not perfect, not always smooth, but real. And that's something most people never experience. So maybe the goal isn't to be nicer. Maybe the goal is to be more honest. The strongest relationships aren't built on constant agreement. They're built on truth, on clarity, on the willingness to show up as you are, even when it's uncomfortable. And that's not manipulation, that's freedom. For more insights, visit the channel and discover what most people never question.